essentially, yeah, my mic didn't come through, so apologies for the technical difficulties. We're trying to manage many things, but essentially the first game we have KIS playing versus KIS. We have two teams in KIS, and we have two teams in KIS, and we have two teams in SSIS, and this is the first one is the practice round. All right, hopefully everything is working. I have a family situation in the background. Lots of things are happening. Let's try to adjust, making sure that we can see the scores as well. Yeah, we can see the scores now. Everything looks good. Okay, wonderful. I'll go back to communicating with my team. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I'm trying to manage my team as well in the meantime, as I'm trying to live stream. So hopefully by the time we play versus the SSIS, everything is in good shape. We have enough players. They're now playing their first match. As you can see, the blue team is leading right now. I know that we have SSIS that finished, so probably we might cut this match a bit short. So we don't have the SSIS team waiting for a long time. But I apologize if I go out for some time, because I need to communicate with my team, with SSIS, and also manage the live stream. But we'll try to get a good coverage for the first game that we have versus SSIS. But here on the field, the blue team is currently dominating the field. We have the score 1-0 for the blue team, and the red team defends its flag successfully. All right, let's go back into the game. We have about 15 minutes remaining. the blue team has captured the flag from the first minutes of the match, and now they're just protecting their flag. Nothing fancy in terms of defense is going on here. Standard setup with cobweb and the spider web on the blue side. That's probably why their flag wasn't captured in the first place. The red team, there's no... Yeah, they've set up some strategy, but it looks like they didn't talk about who's doing what, because there's only one defender, and they can see there's one player in the basement. And this is going to be the second point for the blue team unless it's intercepted by the red team. So the red team rescues its flag, and now the red team has a chance to break in. Oh, they've been taken down. There's a skirmish happening here, but the blue team captures the flag again, and we can see the member of the KIS is carrying the flag. There's no one contesting them right now, so they're gonna score the second point in just a few seconds. And this is the second point for the blue team, for the KIS Team A. They've just scored the second point, and there's no... it doesn't look promising for the red team, because maybe they did not communicate who's doing what. Okay, so it looks like we'll proceed with teams of 3, because the KIS has 3 players and SSIS have 3 players, so we'll probably proceed with teams of 3. So the fight is happening for who will get to the 2 towers. The 2 towers has strategical advantage for both teams. The crossbows and arrows that are located here, they spawn periodically. So this is another strategic point that teams sometimes fight for. Now we have 2 members of the blue team, and there's just no defense for the red team. Okay, the player is there, but I think it's a bit too late. The gates are open. The blue team is just getting the flags, and the red team is a bit too far behind. They don't have enough time, and there's no one to contest the third point for the blue team. So a few things red team needs to do. First thing, they need to make sure that the gates for their castle... oh, actually, hold on a second. I think there's a chance for the red team to contest. And this is the third point for the blue team. They managed to get through the cobweb. Now they're fighting. Student 4 takes down, and then Student 4 is now have a chance to... The Student 4 is carrying the flag right now. Let's see if they can make it. The doors are closed, and the flag is secured from the blue team. Let me just do the sound check really quickly. And we have 10 minutes remaining in the match with KIS Team A in the lead of 3 points. The blue team scores a point one more time, and now the red team scores the point. Bravo for the red team. They scored their first point. It's 4-1 now, but the blue team is just capturing the flag over and over again. It's really hard for the red team to stop that. As you can see, there's a major weakness in their setup right at the back. It's just a matter of getting in and getting out. The spider web, the web is placed in 2 rows, which is not really necessary. As long as you have 1 row and then you have the cobweb, that will be enough to protect the flag. But then the defense has been destroyed, and this is the 5th point for the blue team. And I think it's gonna be quite impossible for the red team to come back. All right, well, thanks for confirming that the live stream is going well. Thank you. there's a little bit of a delay between the game and the live stream. I think there are a few seconds, so your audience should get a pretty live feed of what is happening at school on site and what the live stream is feeding you. So it should be maybe 5 to seconds delay, so it should be okay. We should be finished with this game in 10 minutes, and then we can set up. We can get ready for the second match. Sorry, I tuned out so Will and I so we can talk about the next match. The next match is going to be the first match where the schools compete versus one another, but we need just to make sure that the logistical details are well taken care of. Okay, I think we're nearing the end of this match with Team A from KIS in the lead. Yeah, well, if you're watching the live stream, what I'm trying to explain is don't worry about the account, your device where the world is. This is what matters. So if you're on the same device and you log out from the 10 and log in with the 18, the world will still be there. So don't worry about that. It's just one of my kids is 10. Yeah, one of my kids is an account 10, so we will have a problem with that. All right, what is happening here? So the KIS, actually, one of the players is trying to capture the pillager outpost. The blue team is basically saying, you know what, we've got enough. We've got enough flags. We don't need to even to actually, yeah, they. Why not? Why don't we score a few more points? And that's the almost the last point. And I think. Okay, we have 1 minute remaining. And we will be starting our next match, which will be, we're going to have 2 games happening at the same time. We'll have KIS Team A versus SSIS Team A, which will be live streamed here. And we'll have SSIS Team B versus KIS Team B, which will not be live streamed, but will still be happening. Okay, so once we finish this match, I will... I'll do a little bit of an ad break because I need to communicate with my team and the SSIS who's joining where, and then we'll resume the stream, which will be KIS Team A and SSIS Team A. So this will be the winning team of this match actually playing versus, and I don't know the results of the match versus SSIS, but the blue team is the winner here, and congrats to the blue team, and this is 10-1. I'll just update. Will, can you capture that? I'll type in the WhatsApp as well. Match 1. All right, so I'll put the live stream on pause and return once we're ready for the second match. Thank you. All right, welcome to the game number 2, and it looks like we all ready to start our game number 2. We have KIS Team A on the blue side, and we have SSIS, let me just check, yes, KIS Team A on the blue side and SSIS Team A on the red side, and we're gonna start the game right now. Okay, the game has started. We have 4 players on SSIS. They have 1 substitute player, and we have 3 players on the blue side. The teams are now gearing up to make sure they have enough supplies and everything to get the game started. And now teams have 10 seconds before they move into the arena. And welcome. So welcome to the game number 2. We're officially starting. We have 20 minutes on the clock, and let's delve into that. So we have KIS on the blue side. This is where they had their first game, and we can see the players immediately go to the basement to grab some reinforcement materials. We can see some players starting mining the tree. We have 1 person launching the attack, so pretty good distribution of the players. We can see these SSIS being a bit more on defense. They have 1 player standing up front, maybe getting some information, some intelligence about what is happening, and we have another 2 players who are joining them. The reinforcement of the entrances getting in, and we have a first skirmish between SSIS and the KIS player is taking down, and now we have the offense. Now the SIS is going on offense. We have 2 players moving into the KIS. The doors are closed and the siege is happening. So let's see what is going to happen. The SIS is using the tree. We can see the member of the KIS have the SIS players taking down, and then we can see the entrance is starting to collapse. None of the players have bows, so they just passively looking at each other. But look at student 14. The doors, the front gates are moving down, and then the player 14 is now contested, and they're taken down immediately by student 9, who's got an axe, what looks like a stone or an iron axe, I think. No idea where they got iron from, but it is there. So the score is still 1-1. Both teams attempted to capture the flag, but were not quite successful in it. Wonder why. Okay, give me 1 second. Sure why the game sound isn't coming through. Not sure why, but so another attack by the blue. The KIS has crafted the. Okay, now it's coming through. Good. Okay, the KIS has crafted the shield, but they are confined with 2 players, and now the SSIS got into possession of the shield that was crafted by KIS team. The siege is happening through the same means. The players are trying to get to destroy the front exit, and the student 14 and student 5, both players are fighting, and the blue team, the KIS, defeats the red team. I'll quickly go back and check the sound. I'll be back in a sec. My camera, something happened to my camera, but I think we are all right now. All right, let's go back into the game. Apologize. All right, let's see what we've missed. We see a breach, and the blue team. This is the first capture by the blue team. Let's try to move into the action, and we can see one player that is carrying the flag. They are contested. This is the KIS player. They carrying the flag. They are contested by the red. And this is going to be a chase. So we have Student 9 who's carrying the flag and Student 14 who's trying to contest. The Student 9 is trying to place some blocks to expedite them, look around, look over the shoulder to see what is happening. But the Student 9 is carrying the flag. The question is whether there'll be communication to open the gate. And it looks like Student 5 is ready. And KIS, the gates are open and the gates are closed just in time to keep the red team out of the gate. And this is the first point for KIS Team A. Well done, KS. Good communication between Student 5 and Student 9 to open the gates in time, which often doesn't happen. The person is carrying the flag, but then the gates are not open. Then they're standing there, and there are people, angry opponents chasing them down. But it looks like the communication is in place, the doors are closed and open just in time, and everything seems to be working just fine for the KIS Team A. The SSIS, in the meantime, they're still trying to exploit the opening in the front gate that they've done in the past, but they've been spotted and they've been sent home. Probably they are using the shield that they got from the KIS, and as you can see, it's quite hard to attack the person. And well done by the SSIS player. They're trying to play really 1 versus 3. The second player is taken down. Look at that. Student 11 is just taking KIS one by one. Let's see if they can take the other player. They still have about 20 seconds before the other two players respawn. Student 5 realized, and the Student 11 is taken down. But well done. The reinforcement is there. If only those two players were, if only the SIS players were there just a few seconds earlier, because it was 3 versus 1, and now the wall is breached. The Student 12 is capturing the flag. This is the first capture by the SSIS. The Student 12 is carrying the flag, but they are immediately contested by the KIS. The defense for the KIS is pretty tight, although the KIS needs to do something about that opening here. This looks like a point of weakness for the defense of the KIS. They also have now 2 openings for the flag, 2 easy points to get into the flag. But in the meantime, let's see what is happening in the SSIS team. They've got their front wall reinforced. They have their flag currently unattended, but both of the players are there in their team base. Nothing much is happening. Both teams are trying to play really carefully, but while KIS can allow just to sit back and work on their defense, the SSIS needs to do something because they're 1 point behind, and in order to win this round, they've got to do something. So a little skirmish is happening in the midfield between Student 6 from KIS and Student 14, who's now low health and needs to retreat. The reinforcement is there, and the Student 12 picks up the remaining of the KIS member. Now, I wonder why KIS have decided to... I can see Student 5 left. This is one of the KIS members, so I'll just make sure that everything is okay. This is a capture by the red team, and I assume this player is carrying the flag. Yes, they are. Student 14 is carrying the flag. The movement is flawless. They're jumping from ground to the wall and back, and there's no one who's currently contesting them, and they're gonna move in and score the point. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes, actually, the door is sealed entirely. So if you look right there, the door for the SSIS is steel, and this is the point for the SSIS, and the score is now even. I was about to say that the door is not open, but the door is actually sealed with the bedrock, so there's literally no way you can get in. That's why they build a little bit of an entrance. But actually, before I continue, let me make sure that the KIS have their third player join. I've noticed there's a little technical difficulty, so let me take care of that before I continue the live stream. Yeah. Are you in the game? Okay, we had to pause the game because the because one of the cast members logged out. They are back, so we are resuming the game. So don't worry about that. Yeah, that was just just a temporary pause, and we will resume the game right now. Okay, the game is back. The KIS player is back. We're back to 3-on-3. I don't think anything major happened, so we can just carry on with the game. I think the blue team captured the flag, but the flag was returned, and now this is the same player 11, and look how skillfully this player operates with the shield. They definitely know how to use that item, even though they lost it before in that base right there. They must have crafted it again, and now we have the offense. Now we have the same player with a shield, with an axe on the horse. And this is the way to attack. So there's nothing much happening. Maybe the player 11 is waiting for the reinforcement from their team. The score is 1-1, and this is 2-1. The red team is just launches into the KIS, and now it looks like I think I saw the shield. Yes, and now SSIS in the possession of 2 shields right now. Not only 11, but also 12. And as you can see, it's really hard to fight. You got to jump behind player if they carry the shield, but if you have 2, and this is the moment of truth. We have 2 shield players, one is going down, and now student 11 has to face 2 players from the KIS, and it looks like the KIS is retreating. They realize, hey, we're not gonna take this fight. Player 11 knows what they're doing, and they're just, okay, let's just retreat, go back, regroup, and meet again. I like that gesture, like, okay, we're gonna stop the fight and go back and just retreat. And this bridge is coming up for KIS. They're starting bridging. I haven't seen any bows or arrows used in this match, and it's gonna be really tough for either team to contest anyone who is using the bridge, because the arrows and bows haven't been used in this match yet. I wonder what is happening with another team. This is a common mistake by the teams. The block or the target is actually a currency, in-game currency. Once the team scores the point, they have a target that they can exchange for 3 emeralds. So probably SSIS didn't know about that. But if they can take this target back and go change it for 3 emeralds, which they can use to buy some items, so don't place it elsewhere. All right, the score is still 1-1. I think we have about 12 minutes remaining into the game, and this is now a time for the SSIS to attack. The offense is happening through the big field. We can see a flung attack from student 14. I think they are detected by student 5. Student 5 is well aware that student 14 is there, and they just go and attack them from the back. Blue team captures the flag. In the meantime, the player is taken down. I think the KIS base is now at safety, and they also, some of the players is carrying the flag, but the red team rescues the flag. So quite a few successful attempts for the red team, as well as the blue team. The score is still 1-1. The target block is still there, boys. It is worth 3 emeralds. Don't just let it go to waste. You can buy some items with it. The blue team is starting to attack from the left side. They're collecting the wool blocks, which they can use to stack and move up. The red team is, yeah, they're planning something, they're scheming something. I think they realize that the attack is happening. Maybe I revealed it through the live stream. Maybe I should have put the latency a bit long. So let's just try to make sure that the players don't get any information from the live stream. I've seen a bow being used by student 12. The same route they're going to use as they used before. I wonder why KIS is not doing anything to block that entrance, because this looks like the only weak point of their base. They're not doing anything right now, but we can see and attack is happening from the red side as well. So the SSIS wants to exploit the same, not the same route, but student 5 is consistently contesting the flank attack. I like how, I'm not sure if it's a part of the strategy or not. We have 5 minutes remaining, but student 5 seems to be on the left wall all the time, and the red team, the SSIS, has attempted 2 times to breach that. They were not successful, and that's solely due to the efforts of student 5, who is basically protecting the front and the back. The student 6 from KIS is taken down by student 12, and now we have 2-on-1 situation happening. SSIS are really persistent in their usage of the space, and now student 5 needs to face up to student 11, and I think there's another one. I've seen another one. Another opening is going through the wall this time, but now student 11, now the reinforcement is there from the KIS, and now we have a deja vu moment with the student 11 trying to contest and try to face off versus 2, and now 1 player is taking down. Oh, look at this position. Like, look at this. This is really nice position from the student 11. And now the second player is taking down, and now student 11 is, they need to go in. The student 6 is there. Let's see if student 11 is, oh, right. This is the 3rd takedown by student 11. What a play. What a wonderful play by student 11. The flag is captured. They still have to go through, but because of the response time, the student 9 is trying to contest, but I don't think there'll be enough time. The student 13 is there to provide some escort and guidance. They're blocking the way. They're basically sacrificing themselves, but now student 11 needs to go and somehow find a way back home, and they're taking down. And that's the compromise. This is the price the SSIS have to pay for blocking the entrance. Yes, they did that to protect their base, but also it's protecting the base from themselves as well. And this is maybe something they need to consider as well as part of their strategy. Maybe they need to find, or maybe they need to build a backdoor, because you've seen what happened. The players carrying the flag, they are all low health because they've just taken down 3 players. So student 11 single-handedly taking down 3 players, broke the web, took the flag, but then there's only so much they can do, and they were taken down by the KIS. But there's also good follow-up for the KIS, good communication happening. Once the first player, you want to see it? No? Okay. Can you close the door? Thanks. Good communication by KIS, but also wonderful play by student 11 from the SSIS. Well played, but you just need to think about how to get back to your base if you are chased down. And the red team, they're doing something interesting. They are destroying part of the base, and I can see there's a shield here, just lying on the ground. They have the crafting table. Maybe that's why student 11 was trying to get some wood. Some friendly fire is happening. Student 5, this is the KIS player. We have an under tunnel happening, so we'll again, I don't want to reveal that through the live stream because the latency is so low, so I'll try to maybe get some, not to reveal some of the attacks, but it looks like the KIS is going under this time. We have student 5 who is right there, and I believe student 6 is right there as well. Blue team captures the flag, and now we have, okay, now the blue team is in the possession of the flag, so we'll try to spot the player. Oh no, where is that? Has the flag been returned? No, yeah, both flags in place. Sorry, both flags in place. 1 minute remaining, and it looks like it is going to be a tie, and we are not going to go into the overtime. We agreed that if it's a draw by the end of 20 minutes, we're not going to do 5 minutes. The game is designed in such a way that if it's a draw, then we will do an overtime, and I'll just confirm that. Yes, so I've just confirmed with SSIS that we are ending the match with the draw. Okay, the game will now say that we have 5 minutes of additional time, but this is not happening. So let me just do the pause here and make an announcement. The game ends. It's a draw. Okay. No additional time. And I'll say wait for further in. Yeah, Student 12 is saying, I'm right by the base with the flag. The rules are the rules, so we pause the game here. That was our game 2, and we've seen some wonderful moments there for both teams. We're gonna stop here and get ready for game number 3. Thank you, and stay tuned with us. We are ready to start. Welcome to game. This is the final game of today, and we are ready to launch. What do we have here? We have the KIS Team A on the blue side again, and we have SSIS Team B on the right hand side on the red team. So, what happened here? The SSIS Team B won the previous match with KIS, and KIS drew. There was a draw between KIS and SSIS in the previous match. So it's going to be an interesting. Showdown of KIS and SSIS. So let's see what both teams will bring to the table. KIS launches an attack right away, and we can see bow for the first time in the game. We can see bows being used. They are available for both teams in the starter chest, and now they are being used. So SSIS decides to take a defensive stance. They're not in a hurry, and we can see the first time one of the KIS members is taking advantage of the towers to get the bow and some of the poisonous arrows, which we'll see whether they're helping them or not. The first frag goes for the SSIS. The KIS member is down, and now the bow is being used, but then once you miss the bow, it's going to be really hard, and this is the second point, a second takedown, second frag for the Student 17. And now they have the crossbow. All right, so nothing much is happening. I don't know why the student 5 from the KIS is not wearing any protective armor. They don't have any equipment. They might have forgot it in the spawn area, but the siege is on from the SSIS, and this is gonna be the first point probably. But the student 5 has no way to protect, and the red team is taking down, and now the siege is still on. I believe I saw one of the players here on the right hand side, and I don't think they're spotted. I don't think the KIS team knows that the walls are being breached at the moment from the right hand side, and we should see the player appearing or emerging. But they try to be careful. They try not to be spotted, and we can see 2 players are there. So let's quickly peek into the red team and see what is happening there. And I'll just quickly check the status of the stream. Okay. All good. What did we miss? Red team is carrying the flag. Student 15 gets in the base and scores the point. This is the first point for the SSIS, and the red team rescues its flag, but the point is there. The communication took place. Student 6 is now destroying all the defense, captures the flag, and exits. And there's no one. Red team captures the flag as well, so both teams are in the possession of the flag. Now the blue team is going to score the point, but then the red team, they breach the wall. The blue team scores the point, but the red team is going to score. Boys, Mark, you want to? Yeah, sure, yeah. Come over here. Oh, are you sure? Okay. And the red team scores the point as well. So 2-0. Sorry, my boys. My boys are there. They want to participate in the live stream too. Yeah, so what did we miss? The red team SSIS they scored the point. I believe they've done it through the opening here. Let's just try to follow what is happening here. And the blue team is now aware that, oh, hold on a second. There is a gap here, which is going to be used by SSIS one more time, but this time the student 5 is actually going to... Will they welcome them or no? No, and this is SSIS is going to capture the flag one more time, and this is a major challenge for the KIS. KIS is trying to fight, but you know, Student 17 says, you know what, I don't need to fight you, although I do need to fight you to get off my back. But KIS recaptures the flag, and the KIS needs to do something about this opening because it's going to be exploded. And they put a block here, but this wool block is not going to stand for a long time. So they need to use another material, maybe cobblestone or maybe wood, to make sure that this hole is mended. Otherwise, it's a weakness for their base, and it's going to be used by SSIS over and over and over again. In the meantime, we don't see the wall or the door being sealed by the SSIS this time, as they did last time. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, that's a different team. Sorry, that's a different team, maybe different strategy. I was about to say that maybe they've changed the strategy, but this is an entirely new team, and they have a different approach to the game. KIS seems to be making the same mistake, placing the target. This needs to be doesn't need to be placed here. It can be changed for the emeralds. All right, nothing much is happening at this point. The pillager outpost hasn't been a point of interest in either of the matches that we live streamed today. Looks like the teams focused solely on capturing the flag, and like I said before, the KIS has done something, but there's just an opening right there. But there now we have two members from the SSIS. Okay, never mind. So the blue flag has been captured, and I wonder who's carrying this. Student 5, but I think where is the flag? Oh, the flag is right there. The student 17, actually both KIS members were taken down by the SSIS, and now this is the third point for the SSIS. Well done, guys. Very strong team we are witnessing. This is SSIS Team B. They've won the KIS Team B in the previous match, and they are on the way to win this match as well. This is another capture by the SSIS, and what is happening here, and we've seen that in many matches, is that once there is a bridge, and unless it's fixed, it's going to be just used over and over and over again. And what the team should do in this point, and this is another point for the SSIS, this is point number 4, and the KIS needs to do something to stop that, because it's an easy route to get in and get out unnoticed, and it looks like SSIS have a quick way to get back into the base through the wall. It's interesting how both teams that we witnessed in the previous match have used this tree here to get into the base of the opponents and also to get back into their base. So they're using that strategy to both to attack, but also to bring back the flags. What is happening here? KIS is basically saying, you know what, you've done something to us, we're going to do exactly the same to you. We're going to attack, but then it's an unsuccessful attempt by the KIS. Both members are taken down, and now the flag of the SSIS is securely protected. Like, look at this. There's no way. I mean, this is going to take some time to break through these walls. Maybe you can jump from here, but the problem, the red team captures the flag one more time. The problem that we've seen in this type of defense is you can get in relatively quickly. You can build from here, you can get in, but then getting out is a problem. There's no way you can get out quickly, and then you're just stuck in there, and it's hard to get out. And this is another point for the SSIS. They're building up, and the student 17 is carrying the flag, and they're gonna score the point. This is 5-0 for the SSIS, and they just dominating the field at this point. I need to check my messages really quickly. Hold on a second. I think we have one player from the KIS that left the game. I just want to make sure they're back. Give me 1 second. Okay, the decision was made to forfeit this match. The SIS win this match because we've lost one player from KIS, and it looks like it's going to be almost impossible for the KIS to come back from 8-1. And we will make a decision whether we will play the final match or not, depending on the availability of the players. So stay tuned, and we'll follow up once we confirm if we have enough time and players to play the final match. Okay. Okay, some final preparations. We have one player from the KIS, and I need. Okay. Sorry. Yes, the live stream is happening. We are 2-0 for the Red Team rescues the flag. Sorry, I wasn't aware of the live stream. Too many things are happening. Players are leaving, players are rejoining. So, yes, we're back. This is our final match of the day. We have 5-on-5 this time. We have SSIS with 5 players on the blue side, and we have KIS, 4 KIS members with 1 member of the SSIS from joining them just to help, just to make sure we have equal number of players. All right, so let's see what is happening. We've got a solid defense on the SSIS. They're on the blue side this time, I believe. Yes, they are on the blue side this time. And KIS on the red side, they struggle a little bit because they've got no offense here, and we haven't seen. This is actually the majority of the members are from the KIS team B, which we haven't seen so far in the live stream, but we can immediately see the weakness of the strategy is that there's absolutely no defense on their end. For some reason, no resources have been used to reinforce the flag, and now the SSIS can just take the flag and carry it back without any contest. The door is closed, but actually the door is sealed, as we've seen before, and this case, or this path is used again. The movement of the SSIS is quite remarkable. We've got another point for the blue team. The red team, the student 9, somehow captures the flag, passes by all the defense, and walks back. Like as if nothing is happening. The blue team was just standing there and looking at it, but then they realize, hold on a second, we're gonna meet them right there, and I think the chase is now on. The KIS member they're carrying the flag right now, and they're going through the woods. Again, I don't want to reveal too much, but I think the live stream is revealing of where the player is, and I think next time I will adjust the latency so there's a bit more delay so that the players cannot boom. The player is mad, and they're moving quite well, but I think the student 9 is in low health, and I wish there were more players from the KIS. And now we go under the water this time. The chase is on. Student 9 is still carrying the flag. Student 13 is catching on, and it's right now. I think they were stuck for a second, and now the flag is rescued. Good pursuit from the SSIS. The base of the KIS hasn't been reinforced. The flag is still unprotected, and now we have 2 players from the SSIS leading the siege. They're trying to be pushed back, but then it's really hard to win 2-on-1, and we have 15 minutes remaining. So let's see where it will take us. So I'll just do a quick command really quickly. All right, we're back to the game. Sorry, I had to adjust some timers to make sure that we shorten the match a little bit from 20 minutes because I know we have some hungry players, we have some parents who have family plans, so we just want to respect the time. We didn't plan for some technical hiccups, and we just want to make sure that we don't run over time and we still have kids not sitting in front of the screens for more than 2 hours. All right. So much of the action has been happening at the gates of the red team. Now the wall has been breached, and now some of the student 13 is now carrying the flag, and because there's nothing protecting, and they're somehow able to evade all the attacks, and the flag is recaptured by the red team. The score is still 3-0 in favor of SSIS, who have been victorious this year, as both teams, the Team A and Team B, won KIS in both matches, though one game, our first game, was a tie actually between KIS A and KIS B. That was a tie, but other than that, the SSIS has been quite successful in the series. Now the KIS is now switched to offense. I don't see lots of players from the KIS, and then we have 5 minutes remaining on the clock, so we should be finishing in 5 minutes, just in time with our original time frame. So we should be okay. All right, now we have 2 players, actually all 4 players are now leading the siege for the KIS, and KIS still has their flag unprotected. There are a few sporadic cobblewebs, and oh, look at that, student 15 is quite successful. Student 17 I see is operating with the iron sword, but they're taking down, and now student 6 recaptured the sword. It's either a stone sword or iron sword, I can't really tell, but what I can say, it's definitely not wooden sword. Now student 16 is now trying to recapture the flag. Again, because it's not protected, they can capture and try to get back. The door is closed, but the flag is recaptured. So KIS is doing, I should commend them on the defense. While they haven't been quite successful on the offense, they are doing some good job on the defense. If only they had done that during the first 2 minutes of the match, because now those 3 points are setting them back. And even though they're doing a good job for the defense right now, in order to win this match or bring it to a tie, they still need to attack. And it's going to be a bit hard to attack. The defense has been set up. It's not quite robust. There's some weak points here that KIS can exploit, going here, and then trying to escape. But they need to go past the defenders first. And we can see the same student 11 from one of the games carrying the shield, and we are going to observe an action right now. KIS has student 9 who jumps back. Oh, that was a good move. Student 9 was just positioned himself on the wall. They spotted someone. Someone is there, and now we have 1 shielded player versus 2 unshielded players. Student 9 decides to retrieve. Some movement is there, but then not enough distance to disengage from 11 and 17. The student is taken down. Now 12 or 20 seconds on the clock for this SSIS to enjoy the respawn time. This is the time during which the players are in the spawn area. So you can see right there, there's a player waiting. So once players are taken down, there's a period of time when they're not on the field, and that gives an advantage for the attacking team. Student 17 is now a very dangerous setup. They have a sword, what looks like an iron. We have 2 iron swords and 2 shields for the SSIS, and KIS decides, you know what, we're not gonna fight you. There's no way we're gonna win you. We're just gonna run and try to somehow run around, which is the strategy, I think. Just run around and try to confuse SSIS. They're not in the mood to fight. But the blue team in the meantime captures the flag, and they are carrying the flag back. Student 14 is in the possession of the flag, and this is going to be a 4th point unless they are challenged, but I don't think there's no resources or manpower from the KIS to challenge 14, and I think this is going to be the 4th point for the student 14 once they get through the cobbleweb. This is the 4th point for the blue team. Well done, boys and girls. If you have them on your team, I know KIS have both male and female players on the team. So now we have one of the students on the horse. Student 12 is now carrying the flag and leading the siege, and this is one of the horses that can jump very high, and this is one of the strategies that okay, you can see in the message that somehow the village house with the diamond just doesn't exist, so maybe that was one of the strategies by the KIS to get to the village and get the diamond from the village, but somehow that didn't work out, and maybe that's why the defense was a bit weak for the KIS, is because they had 1 player elsewhere looking for the village. But then student 12 is now Oh, the horse is dead now. The horse has been slaughtered. Yeah. Okay, we can see some communication for student 10, but the red team, the KIS, is doing quite a good job when they're playing as a team, where they have 2 players defending the flag. That's been successful so far. So with 1 minute remaining, with maybe 30 seconds now, we can see 5-0 for SSIS. And I just want to say, as we're nearing the end of the live stream, I just want to say thank you for everyone, thank you to students. Yeah, thank you to the students, to the coaches, to everyone, and okay. Okay, so this is GG for everyone, and I think congratulations to the SSIS. It was good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, students, parents, coaches. I had fun, and hopefully we will have another tournament with maybe more schools next time, with more participation. Next time. So thank you, everybody. We're gonna finish now and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you all.